My big vision for my life was to be the good mother and the good wife and raise children, and this was about the extent of my vision. I met my husband. We were married at 21, and then after my children were about 16 and 18, my husband one night decided that he no longer wanted to be married, so he came in from walking the dog, packed his bags, and left, and I didn't know what had hit me. It was one night when I found myself standing in front of the medicine cabinet looking to see how I could overdose. And I knew that was wrong, but I knew enough to call out to God. And I called out to God, and I've never been the same since. And from that time on, I felt like I had a new life. I just knew that God was speaking to me about going to missions. I just thought if you were a Christian, that's what you wanted to do. It was at a time when there was no way it looked like I could ever be going to missions. I was coming up to 50 at that time. Well, God had other ideas. A missionary came to work with me, and when she left, she said, "Why don't you come and visit us in Africa?" And I thought that was hilarious. I hadn't even been out of Canada. Off I went to Africa for the month of May, and it was the most wonderful oasis ever in my life. I came back to Canada, and I was finished. I just wanted to go into missions. During that time, I traveled all over the world, about 40 different countries, some of them 2 or 3 times. I worked international with University of the Nations, and I would sit with a lot of students and pray with them with what had God put on their heart. 15 years later, I finally came home. I was 50 when I started, and I put in close to 20 years. A lot of people who think they have no skills for missions are so deceived. All walks of life are needed. I have a big heart for the young people to help them see a vision for their life. And that is why when I came to Village and I saw the college and career people, I knew I was in the right place. The moment that I wanted to take my life, it was the whole thought of starting over with a new vision that I think was hardest for me to cope with. You have a vision for your life when you're young, and it doesn't always work out. It's your vision. It's not always God's vision. When God takes over and gives you a vision, He guides you and leads you through it. It is wonderful. There is life after death of a vision. It is the vision that God had for my life to be in missions that really counts. I would do that part of my life over in a heartbeat. I think God has done so much for me that I just want to give back. And that's just such a joy.